Hello everybody, it's Kian, the GM of the Elysium Guild on the US Shadowmoon server. You're watching Elysium Unplugged. Today we're going to be talking about nothing at all. No, actually, I hope you guys checked out the MLG Riley coverage. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing StarCraft 2 stuff. I hope you enjoyed seeing Call of Duty stuff, if I ever showed you Call of Duty stuff. We got a few interviews. Be sure to check that out. We got some interviews with Astro Pro Gaming. Kelly was a very good spokesperson for it. Did very well with it. I really appreciate that. We got to talk to Mark and Lawrence of Mad Cats, and their new controller, like I said, is very, very good. I definitely recommend picking one up if you are in the pro circuit, things of that nature. Those guys are really making good stuff. And whatever you knew about them in the past, I can definitely tell you that it's a very good controller. I really liked it, and hope you guys like it too. As far as WoW stuff is concerned, be sure to check out the Glad TV second episode. That's going to be premiering probably today, if not tomorrow. Also, be sure to look us up on Facebook /Elysium Guild. To check out the Elysium Breakfast. The Elysium Breakfast consists of banana Fosters, French toast with sausage, bacon, eggs, and a glass of milk. It was awesome. I had that 5:30 in the morning after playing WoW literally for like almost 24 hours. And then to repeat that, doing it again with my buddy Caleb. This is a Shadow Priest in one of our groups. We went and grabbed Denny's again, and I picked up a strawberry banana bliss, French toast, freaking over hard eggs, sausage. They gave me pancakes, but I didn't want the pancakes. Oh my gosh, those pancakes was terrible. Like, I mean, you're supposed to slice into pancakes, and it's supposed to be like, but no, this stuff was more like, Addon was like glue. I was like, this is whack. But I had hash browns, grits. It was just awesome. So check out the Elysium Breakfast if I post that. But I should do that. It's going to be on Facebook.com/Elysium Guild. Hope you check that out. As far as the news is concerned, we found out that 4.3 will be coming pretty soon. PTR should be coming pretty soon as well. A lot of guilds now are making the standard 6 of 7 heroic, even though we are not 6 of 7, and that is definitely an issue and that I'm going to solve pretty soon. I think it's pretty ridiculous. The content's really not too difficult. The normal mode's definitely not really difficult at all. So guys, crank through that junk. The heroic modes, not too bad at all either. Shannox is, really, joke of a fight. Rylith at some point was very hard, where steering him was just an absolute mess. He would snap during a stomp, things of that nature. But we got that solved and moved on to Balrog. Oh, Balrog. Just a little hint on this fight. You have to 1 tank it, and you have to 2 heal it. If you don't have people pulling out, a good 30-something K DPS, which many of us on this server just won't do. Like, I mean, come on. Like, it was funny to see Paragon actually 3 heal it. I was like, wow, they have to 3 heal it. Like, that's how ridiculous 2 healing that fight is. And also, it's kind of ridiculous when you have, like, not a paladin, a DK. Our DK gets hit pretty hard. Like, literally, within a global CD, he would probably die. You have to make sure that you refresh your Vital Flame. You have to make sure that in the very beginning that you soak as much as you can, like to get your stacks up to 100-something stacks, and even then you still may need even more. So those are just some things I just wanted to toss out. Diablo, everybody's looking more into that. The real money for like gear or whatever it is that they're going to be doing. Also the threat changes for tanks is pretty crazy. Like, you know, I just rolled a mage, got it up to 85, got some nice gear and all and stuff like that, and literally I'm just opening up, bursting everything, you know, and the tank has no problem, whereas before that, you know, definitely had problems with threats. So the 500% is pretty crazy. I don't know exactly why they did it, you know, I don't know what data they're looking at, but whatever. Transmogrification, we're starting to see a lot of groups doing transmog runs, so definitely look to get into that stuff. BH, people are still doing class runs, so here's a little trick. Go in and say, no, just whisper them, say if they're looking for like range DPS, you know, and you're looking for like, I don't know, a particular one, just say DPS, and you know, that'll probably get you invited to the group. And then also just say you don't need loot. You know, if you're running late, you can't, and you hadn't got a chance to get into BH, just say, hey, look, I don't need gear, and then go in there and just destroy them and earn your gear. You know, because it's like, if you inspect the other person and they happen to be a mage and you actually destroy them in gear that is not as good as theirs, yeah, they should give you the loot. So, but let's see, I just want to see what else is here. Like I said, it's unplugged, raw. Also expect to see probably 4.2, 4.3 dropping sometimes when Star Wars hits, mainly because Star Wars has the potential to take away a lot of WoW players. Even Swifty said he's going to be playing that. So if they drop 4.3 around the same time, it's definitely going to interfere with the tactics that Star Wars is going to be probably delivering. Also, it's going to hinder Star Wars a lot if they do not deliver the way they should. And that's don't make the mistakes that Rift made. Don't make the mistakes that Final Fantasy made. The servers, you know, crashing, really buggy gameplay, you know, not patching things very quickly. You know, Star Wars, you know, look into that. Make sure that is smooth as possible. Make sure you do a lot of beta testing before those things go live. Make sure you stress test as much as possible if you can, because, you know, if people are trying to get in and trying to get a taste of what your game has to offer, if your game crashes, if they're having problems with it, it's not going to be fun. I tried to play Final Fantasy, and I'm not even a Final Fantasy fan anymore ever since they've decimated the series with whatever garbage they've been delivering. I tried to play the game, and the game wouldn't even install properly. And from that point, I just didn't check it out. So I said, screw it. So, yeah, expect to see a lot of that stuff. Mist of Pandaria, I guess, is something that is genuinely real, and we may be playing with pandas. No, I don't know. I think the idea is probably something that's going to take WoW into a new direction. Hopefully it's not a direction of the Burning Crusade type of thing. I felt that, like, once going through there, leveling up and stuff, I felt that the game got a little bit boring, and I wanted to just get out of there. So yeah. Also, freaking in like add-ons and stuff, Reforgelite is amazing. Reforgelite will definitely look at everything that you have and find the most optimal way to hit cap, things of that nature. For example, my mage, I have exactly 17% hit, mainly because Reforgelite will look at all my gear and calculate the most efficient way to 17 and, you know, reforge all that stuff. And I can put in my stat priorities, things of that nature. So, you know, if your stat priority is mastery, haste, crit, it'll maximize your gear based according to those stat weights, things like that. And don't use Mr. Robot. I know I told you to use Mr. Robot sometime in the past. Don't use it. Whatever. Reforgelite is the way to go. Also, if you're leveling, I know I told you guys I was re-rolling some tunes, and Zygor Guides works great. Get it if you can. It's about $60, but if you're leveling a lot of tunes and you want to gear up a lot of tunes for rating and stuff, Zygor Guides is truly amazing. Totally. So I'm talking too much. Be sure to check out, Elysium.org for the latest WoW news from your realm to your raid. Facebook us, YouTube us, and Twitter us at their said domains at /Elysium Guild, and donate some money. So I'm just gonna wrap it up there, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Be sure to check out Glad TV, the MLG wrap up, things of that nature. And also, one last thing: if you come into a guild, you need to definitely make sure you conduct yourself very properly. Make sure you tread softly, mainly because people don't like guild hoppers. So just keep that in mind, okay? And I'll see you guys around. Later.